Top 10 mind-blowing facts about space and the universe. From time to time, we all gaze up at the stars and wonder about outer space. It can be an incredibly mind-blowing, beautiful, fascinating, exciting, even scary place to think about, as it is so incomprehensibly vast and unexplored, and it contains so many secrets. We seemingly discover new things about outer space each year, and there have been some astonishing accomplishments in recent times, yet we have barely dipped our toes in the water. These out-of-this-world 10 facts are sure to make your next stargazing experience a truly mind-bending one. Before we start the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and you will not miss our new video. 10. Jupiter's moon has towering volcanic eruption. Compared to Earth's peaceful moon, Jupiter's moon Io may come as a surprise. The Jovian moon has hundreds of volcanoes and is considered the most active moon in the solar system, sending plumes of sulfur up to 190 miles, 300 kilometers, into its atmosphere. According to a statement from NASA, Io's volcanoes emit 1 ton, more than 900 kilograms, of gases and particles into the space near Jupiter each second. 9. Mercury is still shrinking. Mercury is already the smallest planet in the solar system, excluding the dwarf planet Pluto, of course, and the second densest after Earth, and it's only getting smaller and denser. For many years, scientists believed that Earth was the only tectonically active planet in the solar system. That changed after the Mercury surface, space environment, geochemistry, and ranging MESANGER spacecraft to the first orbital mission at Mercury, mapping the entire planet in high definition and getting a look at the features on its surface. 8. If two pieces of the same metal touch in space, they will become stuck together. On Earth, if you were to touch two pieces of the same metal together, you would simply be able to pull them apart. But this is not the case in outer space, provided they are perfectly smooth. On Earth, there is oxygen in the atmosphere, which creates a very thin layer of oxidized metal, and this acts as a barrier between the two metals. There is no atmospheric oxygen in space, and consequently there is no barrier, so the two metals form a bond and become one. This is known as cold welding. This may sound like a complete nightmare in terms of spaceship construction and working on the International Space Station, but because the metals and tools will have come from Earth, it means that they will retain the coated layer and not become stuck together. 7. The Pistol Star is 10 million times the brightness of the Sun. One of the most massive known stars of the universe is accepted to be the Pistol Star, which is located approximately 25,000 light years from Earth in the direction of Sagittarius, and is surrounded by the Pistol Nebula. The Pistol Star has a mass which is about 100 to 150 times that of the Sun, and it is about 10 million times brighter too, making it one of the most luminous. It would be visible to the naked eye as a 4th magnitude star, but it is completely hidden from view due to interstellar dust. Despite this, 10% of its infrared light reaches this planet, and this makes it within reach of infrared telescopes. It is thought to have created the Pistol Nebula by expelling up to 10 solar masses of gas in giant outbursts around 4,000 to 6,000 years ago, but its exact age and future are unknown. 6 to 99% of our solar system's mass is the Sun. The Sun makes up an incredible 99.86% of the total mass in our solar system. Of the remaining percentage, 99% of this is made up of the 4 giant planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. This leaves 0.002% for the remaining objects in the solar system, which includes little old Earth, the remaining terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, dwarf planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. This puts into perspective just how small Earth is in our solar system, but mainly just how breathtakingly dominant the Sun is. It has a radius 100 times that of Earth, which means about 1 million Earths could fit inside the Sun. Around 3/4 of the Sun's enormous mass is hydrogen, its main fuel, with the rest largely comprised of helium. There are then smaller quantities of heavier elements such as iron, neon, carbon, and oxygen. 5. You could fit all the other planets in our solar system between Earth and our moon. In terms of outer space, we generally think that the distance between Earth and our moon is quite small. Amazingly, it turns out that you could fit the other planets in our solar system within the average distance between the Earth and moon. The average distance is 384,400 kilometers or 238,555 miles, and the diameter of the 7 remaining planets added together would leave 8,030 kilometers or 4,990 miles to spare. This makes it a relatively tight fit and is a remarkable statistic when you consider how large some of the other planets in the solar system are. It also makes you think about the distance between Earth and the other planets in our solar system, and just how vast space is. This statistic also makes you realize what an incredible job we have done in exploring our solar system, but equally how much more there is to discover. 4. There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on the Earth. The size of the universe is truly mind-boggling and difficult to comprehend. Astronomer Carl Sagan is famous for claiming that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on the world's deserts and beaches, but this is of course difficult to prove. Many people do not take this as a fact and instead just see it as a good way of describing how astonishingly big the cosmos is. Scientists went about conducting a study at the Australian National University to see if Sagan's claims are in fact true, and after some mammoth and mind-melting calculations were made, they discovered that this was in fact the case. This is certainly something to think about next time you are relaxing on a beach somewhere, as it really puts into perspective just how vast and unexplored the entire universe is. 3. There is a gigantic body of water floating in space. In 2011, scientists discovered the oldest and largest reservoir of water in existence, and it was found floating through space. The water is equivalent to 140 trillion times all the water in the oceans, and it could provide every single person on Earth a planet's worth of water 20,000 times over. This is an almost incomprehensible amount of water, and it is particularly odd when outer space is generally considered to be a desolate and dry place. The water was discovered around a gigantic black hole that is in the process of sucking in matter and spraying out enormous amounts of energy, known as a quasar. Water is created by the waves of energy knocking hydrogen and oxygen atoms together. This was found at a distance of 12 billion light years, meaning that this was occurring in the earliest times of the universe. 2. It takes around 230 million years for our solar system to orbit the Milky Way. Everyone knows that it takes 24 hours for Earth to rotate on its axis and 365 days to orbit the Sun, but we never hear much about a galactic year. This is probably because it is estimated to take a whopping 225 to 250 million years for our solar system to orbit around the center of the Milky Way. To put this into perspective, the Big Bang occurred around 61 galactic years ago, and dinosaurs would have been walking the Earth 1 galactic year ago. Dinosaurs were then wiped out 0.26 galactic years ago, with modern humans making an appearance just 0001 galactic years ago. Some believe that in one galactic year, all the continents on Earth will have fused into a supercontinent. All the stars, galaxies, and planets only make up about 4% of the universe. It may seem that we know a fair amount about outer space, but it is really just a penny in the ocean. All the stars, galaxies, planets, and other matter that can be detected only make up 4%, with the other 96% being what cannot be seen, detected, or even understood by astronomers. 23% of the mass of the universe is called dark matter, and we know about this because its gravity pulls on visible stars and galaxies. This stuff is baffling enough, but 73% of the mass of the universe is dark energy, and this is something that scientists are stumped by. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.